we were not in control most of the. I mean, we knew it was going to be a tight game, so the game reflected my view before the game, which means some moment when France was on top, and then some moments in which England was on top. So it was a very tight game with goals, opportunities, and yeah, it came to the France side, but it could have gone to the English side as well. Griezmann, his delivery, assist, he's working hard for the team, and he's showing his worth in midfield, and with Rabiot and Tchouaméni, it's a good combination. So yeah, I think he's the one for me in that game that stood out. He had the full 90 minutes in which he was in the game. And for England, for Saka, for being so dangerous, taking on players, causing issues, penalty, So yeah, he was for me the number one player in terms of performance for England. For me, there's just one incident in which the VAR was called. It's the incident with Kane in the box. We've seen this one given sometimes, so that's probably why I'm saying at the beginning that could have gone either way. But still, you have a penalty doesn't mean you're going to score. And we saw that with the opportunity missed. So no, the referee had some big decisions, and some calls were in favor of England, some were in favor of France. You have so every 2 years you have a major competition in which you compete. So it's important that they get a trophy, because playing well and progressing is good, but you need to get silverware, right? Because that's the only thing that matters at the end of the day. You have, England needs to score soon, because they've got the talent, a young squad, and they will be together for a number of years. I'm sure we'll have more players emerging, and they need to grab that opportunity next Rio, next World Cup, because they've got the potential and they've shown that they can progress into tournaments. There's hope, there's belief, rightly so, because the level of performance, individual, collective, has been good. It's like the old Italian catenaccio type of football, and they're using their strengths. They're hard to break. So tactically, very well positioned. So for France to find the way, it's obviously you don't want them to score first. So avoid conceding the goal will be So you have to be, you have to show courage and try to score without opening the base and how can I say? You still have to be strong defensively. So you have to commit players forward, try to overload one side or another or in central position. But at the same time, you need to be extremely cautious, and because they will go on a counter, and when they go in a counter, they play 100%, so they can cause, they can create something. The goalkeeper has been tremendous, and then Ziyech, Ufal, the offensive, the centre back Saiss has been a very important captain. Got injured, so I don't know if he'll be fit, but he's a key element with leadership experience and surprise package for us in the French. For me, it's not a surprise, but Unani from Angers is good. So it's not just one. There's a bunch of players that have been performing really well.
Yeah, Amrabat as well has been a good player.
Yeah, I mean Amrabat is amazing. The amount of balls he's recovering, ground is covering. Yeah, he's a key, especially in that way of defending, is very, very important. With the level of passion they've shown, it is difficult to recharge in such a short time, but in theory, but because it's a World Cup and because now they have got the Arabic world, the African world behind them, I think they can show the same commitment and energy and passion for the next game. I think they are capable of doing it because they have so much positivity around them, the family, the friends. They've got a lot of people now behind them, so I think it will be much easier than any other circumstances to recover and go again. I think the crowd will be 80% Morocco and 20% France if we're lucky. So a lot of whistles and boo when we have the ball. So what's important is to kill the game, which means keep the ball as much as possible. Obviously not keeping it for the sake of it, trying to go forward and score goals, but what's important is to keep the ball so the crowd is also frustrated and you don't give them hope, when you have the ball and when you kill any opportunity they have. We've conceded one penalty. We almost conceded another one. Actually, we conceded two penalties plus there was another call. The rush challenges in the box, we have to be careful in and around the box. They've got good penalty takers, and they've got experienced, tricky players. They can dribble and then slow down in the box, and then defenders and midfield players commit fouls. So I think that for us, it's an element we have to be aware for that game, and that will lead us, if we do it correctly, to the final. It's also something we need to be careful. Croatia would be as exciting. I think once you reach a final, it doesn't really matter who you play against, because what's at stake is the trophy. It's not. If you beat Argentina, or if France was to go into final and have to beat Croatia or Argentina, it wouldn't make that satisfaction any higher. It's you become again world champion. It's huge enough. It doesn't matter if you beat Messi or you beat Modric in a final. It doesn't matter at all. Mbappe. Well, you have to go with the one that are still in it. So I think Modric, Messi, Mbappe for me. Anyway, if we are to pick one Moroccan, it's either the goalkeeper or Amrabat. I will go with Amrabat. Well, it's simple. England is out, and you still have Martinez and Varane in the competition, so that shows the level is at. But Ferrari has been very positive for him to go away from the club and get to play at the biggest tournament on earth. So, at the big club, you're competing every position. The thing is, because it's a position in which the manager doesn't rotate players. If Harry was a winger, midfield player, striker, he would have game opportunity and game time. But because you're centre back, that's the last position you look at changing players during games. So therefore, it's either you play or you sit on the bench. There is no in between, unfortunately. So there will be competition for him until the end of the season, and he has to grab the opportunity and make the most of it, so he can retain the spot. I think he will be given time to play, and then after it's between him, Martinez, Lindelof. It's high competition for places at the moment. No, I don't think. Maybe it's a bit too nice, It needs to be a bit more, I wouldn't say dirty, but a bit aggressive, It's nice. It's like it's coming out of he's extremely nice. So a bit more aggressiveness in his game. Sometimes I think he's improved already in that level, but still could be a bit more tricky at times. But it's just a detail. I don't see a lot to improve in his game already. He's done really well in every department. So very impressive for his young age. 100%, he should be thereabout to win it. Obviously, he will be nominated, but if he carries on like this and Arsenal stay racing for the title, he should be rewarded, and if not, it will be a close call. But yeah, he's confirming his level after last season.